Wait, don't scroll. Did you know that a child can have hearing loss and no one notices for years? And by the time it's picked up, it's already affecting their speech, language, learning, and confidence. And that's why early identification and management of hearing loss matters. And it's more common than we think. It's not rare, it's there in our communities. Globally, it's estimated that about 90 million children aged 5 to 19 years are living with hearing loss. And the sad part, well, it's sad, but the good thing is it's manageable. Most of the causes, about 60% of the cases, have manageable causes. So at least we can do something about it. Hi guys, it's Nyasha, your favorite audiologist, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, this is where we talk all things hearing, ear health, communication, and related issues. Now, the World Health Organization leads an initiative called World Hearing Day, celebrated on the 3rd of every March each year. And this year, the theme was From Classrooms to Communities. Oopsie, from communities to classrooms. Hearing care for all children, raising awareness about ear and hearing care for children so that no child is left behind due to ear and hearing issues. So, hearing care is, you may be wondering why we're talking about this. It's because hearing care is very important. Hearing is critical for how children learn to speak, for their understanding of language, for their performance in school, and just general social connection, how they communicate with the world around them. Yeah, you'd agree that communication is pretty much what we use to interact with the world, with our friends, family, everyone around us, yeah? So it's important in that regard. And if there is hearing loss, then it means they're going to have their speech language development affected, their learning will get difficult, as well as confidence in the world. They will have low confidence, yeah? So it's also important to note that language development happens within the first 3 years of life. Most of language development. Yes, children will still be picking up, they will still be shaping their words, but the brain learns language based in the first 3 years of life. So what that means is, if a child is born with hearing loss and it's not picked early, it becomes much harder for them to learn how to speak and understand language if it's picked at a later stage, because already they are past their language development stage. So early help can make a huge difference in a child's future. Yeah? Are we together? So as parents, caregivers, teachers, we have to know the signs. We have to watch out for things like children not responding to their names, asking you to repeat. If you said something, asking you to repeat, or like asking you what, or any other signs showing that they may not have understood. Turning one ear. If they seem like they always turn one ear to listen, that could be a sign that the other ear is not doing so well. So the thing with children is, it's not every time that they're going to tell you that, oh, there's something wrong with my ear, I feel like I can't, because they may not even understand what's going on. It's only a few kids, and much older kids would then be able to report that there could be something wrong with their ears and hearing. So we really have to be mindful of the signs and symptoms of hearing loss. We also have to be mindful of the fact that hearing loss could be indicated by struggling in school. Before labeling our child kuti idofo, what if they're not hearing well in class? And like I say, they may not know, like it will just reflect in their performance. So if they're struggling in school, it's also worth getting their hearing checked. So there's a lot, but these are just the common ones. So if you notice anything really unusual about your child, you just have to seek help. So you have to, the best way to address these things is getting your children's hearing screened the moment they're born. Nowadays, you can get what is called a newborn hearing screening. You can arrange to have it on your bedside if it's available at the hospital or with your audiologist, or you can visit an audiologist or any other hearing care provider who provides newborn hearing screenings when you can, but within the first month of life. You can also routinely have your children's hearing checked, perhaps annually, if you don't have any problems, annually, just to get their hearing checked to make sure everything is good. You should seek help. We recommend that you seek help anytime you notice anything unusual about your child's hearing or ears. Because like I said, children don't always say, unfortunately. So you're looking at if they're covering their ears, if they're crying, if there's ear discharge, watery stuff, or anything coming out of their ears that you don't understand. And treating ear infections early. So this is both ear infections and other upper respiratory tract infections like flu and that sort of thing, because they may cause ear infections, not just sitting at home and saying it will resolve on its own. If you notice delayed speech, we have a tendency of saying, oh, maybe the dad spoke late, or whoever, or the big brother also spoke late, so eventually they will talk. What if the bigger brother didn't have a problem, but the child has a problem? The bigger brother could have just had delayed speech, but what if the younger brother's delayed speech is as a result of hearing loss? So we should not make assumptions. We should seek help early. I can never say this enough, but we should always seek help early. Remember, we talked about how language develops within the first years of life. If we seek help later, we may not get the best possible management simply because we delayed. Yeah, so we're really called to check hearing early. We're supposed to talk about ear and hearing health. If you see your neighbor's child struggling and you feel that it's something you've learned about, perhaps in videos or anywhere else, please just share the word with them. We have to make ear and hearing care a priority for all children. We have to act now so that no child is left behind due to ear and hearing care issues. If you found this helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and even share. If you're new here or if you're returning, thank you so much for watching until the end. See you in our next one. Kiss. Bye.